Shalom, all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Bashim Kakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And shalom to all the brothers that are preaching and prophesying the Lord's word in sincerity and truth. Now, I want to go into a lesson dealing with this news, that came in, I believe over, a week ago, but it's still relevant. It says, caught on video, woman injured when police car she was placed in was struck by a train in Colorado. Damn. The woman, who was allegedly involved in a road rage incident, suffered serious bodily injuries and was taken to a hospital. So here's the gist of it, right? All right, let me just read it. A Colorado woman was placed in the back of a patrol car before it was hit by a train, leaving her with serious injuries, authorities said Monday. The incident first unfolded when Platteville police on September 16 responded to a call about a road rage incident. So they used that as a reason to do that to the woman, because none of that was an accident. They purposefully put the Jake woman in the car and placed a police car on the tracks. Knowing that the train was soon to come, just for it to hit her. That was attempted murder. Road rage incident involving a firearm in Fort Lupton, about 30 miles from Denver, according to Colorado Bureau of Investigations. Now I'm gonna let you watch the video.
Shows the moment a train slammed into a police cruiser with a suspect handcuffed inside.
This is not playing.
Take a look.
Okay, the sound is mute.
This terrifying incident happened last week in Colorado. The woman had just been taken into custody for an alleged road rage incident. For some reason, the officers stopped their cruiser directly on the railroad tracks, handcuffed her, and put her in there while they searched her vehicle. A short time later, the train barrels through. The woman has serious injuries and is expected to survive. However, an officer involved in the incident was put on administrative leave pending an investigation.
That Esau has for Jacob.
Deputies say on Monday.
While the officers cleared the suspect vehicle, as part of the investigation, a train traveling northbound struck the PPD patrol car, CBI said. Rios Gonzalez suffered serious bodily injuries and was taken to a hospital. This is hatred right here. That's the best word I can come up with, and it's the truth. It's pure hatred that the so-called white man, which is Esau, the Edomites, has for the Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. This displays, of the hatred that they have for us. Still to this day, way after slavery, chattel slavery. Even though we're still in slavery, but we don't have the chains on us right now. Yeah, let me get a scripture. first, let me see which one. Nahum chapter 3 verse 1. Nahum chapter 3 verse 1. Yeah, this is Nahum chapter 3 verse 1. Woe to the bloody city. It is all full of lies and robbery. The prey departeth not. Yeah, so this is a bloody city because how the city is talking about America. The children of Israel, their blood was spilled here for hundreds of years. Starting with the so-called North American Indians, and then later down the line, the other so-called Negro tribes that were brought here, from the slave ships during the transatlantic slave trade. Their blood was spilled here by the so-called white man. He raped, robbed, and murdered us, and he's still doing that today. This is a bloody city. It is all full of lies and robbery. Yeah, lies. Lies on what his story. There's a lot of lies that's being taught, in school, concerning our history and concerning slavery. There's a lot of things that are not taught, on what they did to us. Us so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and robbery. They robbed our people. Where our people are robbed and spoiled. They took us from the west coast of Africa. And they brought us over here, to serve slavery in America. That's robbed. They stole our riches from us. The prey departeth not. Yeah. So we are the prey, and the so-called white man is a hunter. We are still being hunted down, like animals, even to this day. And the next scripture that I'm gonna get is Obadiah chapter 1, verse 10, and it says, this should piss you off, bro. If you're not pissed off, if you don't feel, if you're not if you're not angry, about this, then you're not right in your mind. You're not in the right mindset, and something is wrong with you. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. And this is the example right here. This is the violence, against Jacob from Esau. This is the hatred. This was intentional. This wasn't an accident. And this is how this is what they do. They commit crimes against us. They murder us, and then they get away with it, because of the privilege, that they have in this society. But that's being flipped, because the Most High is judging these heathens. He's judging these so-called white people, and a lot of these cops have have been getting judged and have been being sent to prison, and also there's been a lot of judgments on these police officers. The next scripture is Ezekiel chapter 35. Chapter 35, starting at verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. That he has had a perpetual hatred against us for a very long time, for hatred, because for ages, Salakia. Because when you go into this word, perpetual, it says Iolam, long duration, antiquity, futurity, forever, everlasting, evermore, perpetual, old. So that hatred, that he has for us has been, since back in the ancient world, starting with the man Esau, hating his brother Jacob because Jacob received the birthright and the blessing. He hated us from all the way back then, up until they became the Edomites. They show nothing but hate towards us, even up until now. From the Roman Empire, from the Greek Empire, all the way to now. That long duration of hate is still there. Now, when you go down, it says ever, everlasting, old, perpetual, evermore, long. So, it's been a while, that this devil has had it out for us. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord power, I will prepare thee unto blood. The Most High is preparing the heathens, starting with these so-called white people, the Edomites, for blood. Because the Most High will take vengeance for us. We're not supposed to, take up a sword and get together and take vengeance on the so-called white man. No, the Most High is going to do that for us, because we can't go up against the so-called white man right now, because the Most High gave him the sword as a blessing, and he's using it right now. And blood shall pursue thee, since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. So blood will pursue the so-called white man. Especially when the Most High sends on nuclear missiles to rain down on Babylon the Great, which is America. It's going to turn this place to a lake of fire. And if you're not a part of the elect, and the 1/3, if you're not a part of the elect of the nation of Israel, if you're not a so-called Negro, Latino, or Native American that's a part of the elect, you won't be delivered from the destruction. So all the Edomites, all the other nations that are still here, when the missiles come, they'll be destroyed. Thus I will make Mount Seir most desolate. And Mount Seir, it's talking about the so-called Edomites, because the Edomites dwelt on Mount Seir, and cut off from it him that passeth out and him that returneth. And I will fill his mountains with slain men. Yes, so a lot of killing will happen. to the so-called white men, to the Edomites. In thy hills and in thy valleys and in all thy rivers shall they fall that are slain with the sword. I will make thee perpetual desolations, and thy cities shall not return, and ye shall know that I am the Lord. And the word Lord in all caps refers to the Most High Yahweh. Yahweh Bashim Shai. So the Lord will make the perpetual desolation. So the nation of Edom will be destroyed after 1,000 years in slavery. In the kingdom of heaven. And also this place, America, when it's destroyed, it will be desolate. It will not be inhabited by anybody ever again. It's going to be for a memorial of what not to be and how not to rule. You're not supposed to rule in wickedness. The Most High gave the earth into the hands of the wicked, and he has done nothing but destroy the earth and destroy his people. I'm very, very furious right now. This is the judgment, on that Jake woman, because our people are wicked, and there's none perished being innocent. But at the same time, Esau will pay for this, and hundreds of years of murder, of robbery, and of rape, that has happened to our people by the hands of him. And that's the end of the lesson. Let me see if I could get one more scripture. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 8 verse 11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily. So the Most High hasn't judged the so-called white man right away, for what they've done to our people. Therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. So they think they're getting away with it, so they're just going to keep on doing it and doing it and doing it until the Most High puts a stop to it. And his judgment will be great. If the Most High did all this, to his people, allowing the so-called white man to, to murder us and to slaughter us, and he hates the so-called white man, but he loves us, So imagine what the Most High Yahweh Bashim Shai will do to the so-called white man, the Edomites, for what he done to us. Is gonna be a judgment that we've never seen before, because we can't imagine it. Though a sinner do evil 100 times and his days be prolonged, you have Edomites living today that hanged Jakes, back in the 50s and then back in the 40s. They're still alive today. They had children, grandchildren. They live, the American life, their American dream, and nothing happened to them. Yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear the Most High, which fear before him, but it shall not be well with the wicked. So judgment shall not be well with the wicked, the wicked being the Edomites. Neither shall he prolong his days. Because that rulership is going to be cut. When the Most High sent his son Yahweh Shai to deliver us from the destruction, it's coming to America, and to take down the so-called white man that's in power and the rest of the heathen nations, and cart off the heathens and the so-called white man into slavery. Neither shall he prolong his days, which are as a shadow, because he feareth not before the Most High. Yeah, so, Esau is proud. Think that, all this technology that the Most High gave him, all this power, on the earth, to rule the nations, to make war and to conquer, the nations, and to bring his wine and his philosophies and his democracy, to the other nations, that's it. He's not gonna go down. Well, the time is short, and this place, this rulership will go down very soon, because the prophecies are happening. The MOTB is almost here. The digital currency is here. World War III is brewing. The love of many is waxing cold. Judgment is turning up on the earth. And that's the end of the lesson. The judgment for the Edomites is on its way. But we just have to wait on Yahweh Shem Shai, to bring forth his prophecies. All praise to Yahweh Shem Shai, Bashim Kodash, the belongings to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom.